Hi everyone, this is Karen. I'm not sure what's happening. It doesn't look like I'm caught up with the feed, so I apologize for that. Hopefully you'll be able to hear this and see this. All right. Today we are going to do The Biggest Wish, and it's a photopolymer stamp set, and let's get started. Hold on for me 1 minute. Here we go. So it's The Biggest Wish, and it has thanks, birthday, happy, hello, friend, by the way. It's best friend day. So to all my good friends out there, I wish you all the best. And you can do happy birthday. Um, and that's what we're going to do today. We're going to do happy. Where's it at? Happy and birthday. That's what we're going to do today. All right. First of all, I want to give credit where credit is due. I saw this card, Miss Patty Bennett at Penny Bennett Stamps, is where I saw this card, and I changed up just a little bit, not much, and basically still the same. So I totally cased it. Let's say that from Patty Bennett at pattystamps.com. All right. So to use this color, we did we're going to do the light in Fresh Freesia, and then we'll do the dark, the birthday, in Gorgeous Grape. And then for the middle color, we use Pale Papaya, and then we're going to use Calypso Coral. And for this last one, I had to double check that I was doing it correctly. Flirty Flamingo and Polished Pink. It isn't one that I would have put together, really. So I think I love it on the card, but I wouldn't have thought of putting those two together, is what I'm trying to say. So we have our base, Pale Papaya, and it is cut at the 8.5 by 5.5 and scored at 4.25. So we're going to fold it and use our handy dandy bone folder and just tighten it down. Okay, so there we go. Now we're at 4.25 by 5.5. And this is solid photopolymer, and I thought, oh, I'm not sure when I stamp it if I may need to stamp it a second time, so we're going to use our handy dandy Stamparatus, okay? And I just got this behind it to hold that. The other thing I'm going to be using, it looks terrible, but it washes up and it just stains, but it's really nice for stamps for this. Okay, so I've kind of marked it because I had to get it straight in my head. And this is basic white. So to do the first one, it's kind of backwards. I have to have it up at the top, and that's so I can do the first one, which is down here. And that is the Flirty Flamingo one. And we're just going to stamp it here. And we're just going to rub it in, hold it there. Just let it soak into the paper a little bit. Now, here's the good news. If you don't like it, you think, oh, it should have been a little bit darker, then you just restamp it. I think it should be a little bit better up at the top. So I'm just going to hold it there a little bit, okay? So there. It looks like it might have moved just a hair on me, but I think it's still okay. And again, this looks terrible, but it cleans up real nice. It just the ink comes out, but it also stains it. So now we want to move it down to the pale papaya. And I'm just lining it up to the markings that I had. And that's in the middle. So let's put this like right there. And do our pale papaya. Kind of just hold it down. And again, I think I'm gonna ink it up one more time. And now we're going to move it down to the fresh freesia. You guys enjoying this really hot weather? I'm not a hot weather fan, so I stay inside most of the time. I know, I'm a wimp, but what can I say? It makes me happier in here than it does outside. I do go out early morning or late evening. During the heat of the day, I stay in. And that makes me happy, 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 like the card. Okay, we're going to hold it down again. And I think we're going to stamp this one more time too. Anytime you hand make anything, you can tell it doesn't always turn out the same. It all depends on how much you've stamped it or inked it, so it's always going to be different. All right, so we're done with the Stamparatus and our happy. Now, so we can put the Stamparatus away. Now we're going to take the birthday, and I've got that here, and I'm going to move my ink pads real quick. So the first one we're going to do is the Calypso Coral. And if it doesn't go up real dark, then we'll switch it out. And again, we're going to let it take a moment to ink up. And I'm just going to put this underneath it real quick. And I think I'm going to do both cards just so you can see what this one's a little darker, and then you can see what the little lighter one goes. And it's totally up to you if you want to put them on there straight. They don't have to be all the same. Yeah, I think it's going to show up better on the lighter one. That's all right. We're going to do both. Since we got it inked. And we'll just hold it there for a second. All right. You know what's wrong? I did that on the wrong one. Ha ha. That was supposed to be the polished pink. That's why. Oh, what's going to happen if I do it? The polished pink with the happy happy. Well, that's why it doesn't look so different. I just don't know. So we'll just find out. It would probably look better if it had been done the way it was supposed to be done. I just really don't know if I can line this up. for me to do it, let's try it and stand up. Let's get rid of that little extra on the edge. Okay. Yeah, I am not going to be able to do that. Technically, you should be able to. But I think we're just going to leave our mistake and we'll go birthday again up at the top. Okay. And then we will do our gorgeous grape. I can tell you it looked a lot cuter if I had done it the way I was supposed to have. All right, now we're doing our gorgeous grape. And I moved that just a hair, but it still looks good. Yeah, let's not put it in the wrong one, Karen. All right. So while we still have these out, let's do the inside of the card. And it's part of this stamp set. Sunny Sentiments. We're going to do Hoping Your Birthday is Filled with All the Best Things. And we're going to use the Calypso Coral for that. And we're just inking it up. Okay. And we're just going to line it up and push down. And then we also have a stamp set called Free as a Bird. Now we don't have to use this, but I thought it would be pretty to do so. And I'm using just a little flower, just that little flower. And I'm going to use the Pale Papaya to do it. And I thought we'd just do a couple little... Actually, I like it just like that, so we might just leave it that way. All right, so that's the inside of the card. Now for the outside of the card, she used the colored vellum, the in-colored vellums for the new ones, and then embossed them. I do not have the in-colored vellums yet, and I'm looking forward to getting them. So I used the Ornate Floral 3D embossing folder, and I embossed this Pale Papaya again. Oh, it opens up that way. Okay. And we're going to use our adhesive. You know what? I think I'm going to use Stampin' Dimensionals instead. And we're just going to grab them, put them on real quick. Now if you wanted to use foam strips, you could, but these work just as well. And we're going to just grab these off. One second. I want to tell everybody I cannot see your comments when I do this. I'm not coordinated enough yet. I'm still working on it. But I do look at the comments afterwards. So for anybody that wants to share or make a comment, your name will go in a drawing. And I will send you this card as a thank you to whoever wins the drawing. Isn't that pretty? That's pretty just by itself. I really like that. All right, hold on one second for me. Okay, So now, I think we're going to use that one, okay? And this one, we're just going to use our stamp and seal, and just going to get it started a little bit. Center it right like that. Might do one in the middle just because it's because of the embossing, it might need a little bit more help to stick. Alright. Wow, this is a pretty card. I thank Patty Bennett for this beautiful idea. And then this is going to go on the inside. We got that already. We're just going to do the corners real quick. Should we do one in the middle just to be sure? We're going to line it up. Again, this is basic white. We're going to eyeball it. There we go. So there's the inside. Now I think the card is just pretty like this, but we're going to make it pop a little bit more. And this is called Loose Flower Flourishes. I want to make sure I open it right so I don't pour them all over the place. So we're going to use one of the big ones and one of the little ones. And here's the little purple one, and here's the pink. So we might have to think about where we want to put which one because of me messing up. But that just goes to show you just creative opportunities when you do something different, and you might find out you like it just as well, or you might find out you don't and just restart all over again. Okay, now the big ones we can use, I'm going to go real quick here. We can use our little glue dots to put on. Alright, oops. And we're going to put it right here. But I think I'm going to have to use my glue for this itty bitty bitty one. I'm going to put that about right there. Okay. I'll give it a second to harden up. All right. Then again, for the big one, I could use the glue for this as well. Now, I will tell you that using these big ones, the big flower, you either want to hand deliver it to somebody, or you will probably most likely pay a little bit more. I know yesterday I had to pay 20 cents more because it wouldn't go through the stamp. It wants to stay on my fingers. Sorry, guys. Let's put a little bit more glue down. And hopefully get it set and just leave it. I'm trying to press it down so it wants to stay. Okay? And then we're going to do the same for this. So we did this pretty fast, and it looks adorable. Now you don't need to use the Stamparatus, but I thought it was handy for making sure if it was dark enough that I didn't have to, whoa, I'm getting crazy. I couldn't line it up. Well, the blue dot's on it already. Okay. All right, hold on 1 second for me. And this one, we're gonna put right there. Maybe we'll go like right here. So there we have it. All right, guys, do me a favor, hit the like button. If you make a comment or you share this post, I'll put you in a drawing and I will send this to you just as it is, along with an envelope, so you can use it and send it off to somebody else. And I sure hope you have a great day. And thank you so much for joining me, especially on this Friend Day. Thank you. Have a good day. Bye-bye.